how important and how much strength it takes for each one of you to make it through your own personal journey. And it reminded me of what strength it takes for the family to lift their loved one up with them and overcome the obstacles that have been set before them. And when I think about what it means to be a survivor, it reminds me of, I had to sit and introspect a little bit and think about why things like this happen on this earth. And it made me think that part of the journey that we all take, we have an individual journey in life, and part of it is about learning the lessons that have been set out before us. And I think one lesson that many people in this situation learn about, and many healthcare providers learn about, is not only how to give, but how to receive. And I think a big part of a journey as a patient who's undergoing cancer or treatment, or as a family member, or as a healthcare provider, is learning how to receive. I think we all are pretty good about giving. I just soak up so much strength from my patients and from their families and from their attitude, the positiveness, the faith, the prayers, the hope. The energy is palpable. And when you think about receiving, it's very difficult. I'd like you to think about how many times you've helped someone else, whether they've known it or not, and you've been kind. But how hard it is to accept a gift or accept help from a stranger or even from a family member or a friend. And I think part of the journey of going through, of having cancer, is allowing yourself to receive the help and the gifts and the support. And I think that's just such an important lesson. And when I walked around the track tonight just for a few minutes, I saw several former patients of mine, and for each time, for just about a tenth of a second, their entire course of treatment went through my head, the ups and the downs, the good points and the bad points, and it made me just remind me how fragile life is and how beautiful it is, and how we can all together, by helping each other, overcome these obstacles. I think it's just important to remember that we all have strengths and weaknesses, and when you have a cancer diagnosis, it is such a challenge, not just for the individual, but for the family. And what it takes to dig deep and come up with the strength to go through what you're going through is just an incredible, awesome thing. And so please remember that when you have a bad day, or you're thinking about how hard life is, or how hard your treatment is, think about your strengths and think about your weaknesses. And I'm sure each and every one of you, when you sit back and think about that, you will realize that there are a lot more strengths than there are weaknesses. And I think that is just one of the gifts that we're all given. Thank you.